Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, you join me under the carport yet again for another mad idea. As you can see by all the clutter that lays before me, and the camera is actually inside the van, you may guess that this is my bed. There is my mattress. That's right, I'm doing a complete strip out and rebuild of the van. Well, I can't do any of this yet until this kitchen's ripped out. And I've spent a lot of time building it, and I've built the kitchen twice. If you've seen the previous videos, I moved the sink over to the other side and built that side unit purely for storage, which I used for media and stuff like that. But I can see that this new layout is going to work. I used the van in Wales, and yes, granted, it worked an absolute treat while I was away. But I didn't have this fridge, and yeah, I want to use this fridge, and I'm going to keep it in the van, because it's something that I've always wanted. So yeah, and also you may notice that I've got a bad foot, so I can't drive at the moment anyway. So what better time to start ripping the van out? So I've given myself 6 weeks. I reckon I'll get it done in that time to get this built. But let's get going, get this kitchen out. Jeez, what I've done. Let me just show you the chaos that lies before me. So here is literally everything: the bed, the fridge, the solar, my food, mattresses. It's all out the van, and this is what I'm left with. Still got the diesel heater there. There's the fridge. So I'm building around the fridge, which is yeah, the fridge was slightly too big to go on this side where my kitchen is. So I've decided the plan is to leave the fridge there with the door facing this way so we can access it. Diesel heater is going to stay put. Now the plan is I'm stripping the kitchen out completely, and I'm going to build an L-shaped bed along there, which, let me look at the camera and do this. I'm just going to come along here and along here to cover up the diesel heater, and then that's going to incorporate a kitchen cupboard and unit which is going to go to the end of that wheel arch, which will then just give me enough room to get the fridge door open. And the reason I'm having the fridge that way, there's two reasons. One reason is because it's too big. The arse on it is huge, and it protrudes too much for me to get the small double out. So I'm going to have it this way, but that will enable, when the bed's flush coming out, that we can lay in bed at night and get a drink out, drink of water and stuff like that if we feel the need. Right, so all the cupboards have been emptied. There's nothing left in them. I had pots and pans and all sorts of bits and pieces in this cupboard, and just under here I had some gas and my water. So sinks out. All this is attached to each other, so let's get this drilled out. Minding my foot, obviously, because the last thing I want to do is carry on out my foot. I have to sit on the diesel heater as a stool. Yeah, it can take my weight. Right, so I've got to remember how this thing went together now. It's funny, isn't it, when you build things and then you forget how it all goes together. Right, now I've completely forgotten. So I'm gonna have to rip things apart. Right, there's screws everywhere, because if you can remember, I screwed this together to this, and this was screwed to the base of this. And then there's screws going through here, which held the shelf up. So this is a nightmare. I'm just going to put you there on the fridge. Now I'm going to reuse all this. This is all going to be reused anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm recycling all this wood. I'm hoping this should just come out now. No, it's not attached to that. No, it's still attached. Oh, I built this to last. Right. Does feel like a shame to be undoing all of this work. There we go. It does feel like a real shame to be undoing all this work, but it needs to be done. So if I'm right in saying, how the hell did I put that on there? I'll be back in a minute. There we go. She's out. Oh, what am I doing? Seemed like a good idea at the time. But the beauty is, the neighbour's gone away, so I've got use of the whole carport, so I can crack on and get this done. Hence, one of the reasons why I've said I've got 6 weeks to get this done, because they will be back from there. They go away for 6 weeks. So, right. Next job. Let's get the worktop off. Yeah. One. Right. Oh, I don't want to ruin this. I think I'm going to have to, because the screws are behind it, and then I put the tiles over the top. It's a shame. I don't really want to just rip it out. Oh. I don't want to just rip it out because I didn't want to tear the carpet, but it just came out. There we go. It was all holding itself together, and now it's coming apart quite easily. Right. Okay, so I'm going to take these doors off. That's the door off. Next door. Try not to break anything, because I am going to be reusing all of this. Maybe not the fascia here. I've got some more of this plasticky sort of like shower paneling, which I use because it's lightweight. So I've got plenty of that to go around in the garage, in my father-in-law's garage. Anyway, right, so let's get the fascia out. I feel like a trip to the dump might be in order if I don't use all of this. So you can see just up here, there is a couple of these brackets which are holding it on. So let's get that one undone. That one's out. Oh my God. I didn't do a van build, but this took me quite a while to do. Just hope this is the right idea. Basically, I'm just flipping the van, if you like. I'm just switching the bed to the other side, and the kitchen's going to the other side. So it's not really a massive change. Well, it is, that's a lie. Right. There's not a lot of room to work in here. I remember from when I was building it, I've even got less room with the fridge still in here and the diesel heater. But there's the kitchen unit done. So let's get that out. Oh, got to remember not to drop any nails or screws on the floor, because my my car has very large wheels and very expensive tyres, and we've already gone through 2 this year at £250 a piece. I think my wife would be not too happy with me if we got another puncher. Anyway, there we go. Woo. And that's the kitchen out, just like that. Right. Let's crack on. All right, guys. So here we are, the empty van. Now this is going to stay put, purely because I can't be bothered to drill another hole in the floor where this went. And I like it actually where it is, because I've got some ideas of where I'm going to do the ducting. So this can stay here, because the kitchen cupboard's going to come up to probably about here, and then the bed will immediately start as well. And the reason I've got the kitchen cupboard just going up to here is because there'll be a door there where I can open this to fill the diesel heater back up. Fridge is staying here. Reason being, the kitchen cupboard's going to come up to about just here. It's going to be a tiny little kitchen pod, and that will just give me enough room to get the door open of the fridge when the bed's here at night time. If you want to get a drink, you can just roll over and grab yourself a bottle of water. Going to box this in so it looks nice and neat, but for now I think I need to just have a sweep up, tidy up, and look, if you want to see the build of this van, click on subscribe to keep up with the series of this van build. I hope it's going to be really good. I got the visions I've got in my head. It's going to look absolutely epic. Like this video for me, leave me a comment for some encouragement. Come on, Rick, you can do this. Or Rick, what the hell have you done? And click on subscribe. Keep up with the van build, and hopefully if some of you got Fiat Doblos, this will give you an idea of what you can do in the back of one of these pretty small vans. It's amazing what you can do. Anyway, thanks very much, and if you're here for the next video, I'll see you then.